Morning Stampers, I have another card for you. I've done up a bunch of cards for our convention display board in Salt Lake City, and I thought I'd do some videos on how I did them and be able to post those and blog those over the time that I'm going to be gone. So you're going to be seeing this probably mid-July. So let's see what we've got here. This is the card we're going to do, and it's actually just a card front that I've done because it is for a display board, but easy enough just to make that into a full card because it's the 5.5 by 4.25. And I've used the Tangelo Twist, one of the new colors, and these are all the new in colors that we're going to do the background with. Excuse me, I've used the Perfect Blend stamp set and Gorgeous Grunge. I'm going to show you how I did the background, and then we're going to put the rest of the card together. So, using our Stamp-a-ma-jig, I've lined up the plastic bit and used the stripes from Gorgeous Grunge. So I've stamped my template, and I'm going to take, this one fits right on the front of the card, so it's the 5.25 by 4. And what I usually do is put some sticky down so that that paper will stay in place even when you're not, excuse me, even when you're not stamping right on the cardstock, because we kind of have to go off the edge with the Stamp-a-ma-jig. So what I want to do is I want to take my template. You guys, if you've used the Stamp-a-ma-jig before, you want to take the template and you want to line that up with exactly where you want your stamp to be. Take your plastic away. Line up your block with your Stamp-a-ma-jig and stamp down. And one of the things I did with this set, now with the stickers, there's no Stampin' Up! Logo on it. So you'll see that I put a mark right here so that I know which one is my up and down when I'm stamping. Sometimes it's easy enough to keep track of that. Sometimes it's not. So I just find it easier to have the mark. And then it's one less thing I have to think about. So I'm just going to line up this plastic again with where I need that to be pattern-wise on the front of the card. I'm going to butt up my Stamp-a-ma-jig. Take the plastic away and stamp down so you have your full line. I'm a little crooked here, but that's okay. It's just for the sake of the video. I'm going to show you the background that I already did instead of watching me do this through the whole video. I lined up all the colors, so Blackberry Bliss, Hello Honey, Tangelo Twist, Lost Lagoon, and Mossy Meadow, and then I did an extra color as well. You can see that on this card front. So we've got that all done. And now we're going to move on to just putting it together. So I did a full card here for my sample. This one was just the card front that I was showing you. But I've got the Tangelo Twist in a full piece. I've got my background already done and ready to go. The magic of prepping things for a video. And then what I did was I cut a piece of cardstock at 2 inches. This was just a scrap, so it is 5.25 long, but it doesn't have to be. What I did for this sample here is I'm using that tag topper punch. So I've got it 2 inches wide so that it fits in our tag topper punch. Punch that out. And I've already got one of the coffee mugs stamped in the Lost Lagoon. This is all in color. And then I've got the Coffee and Friends Are a Perfect Blend. So I'm going to take that guy, stamp wherever I like. And then, this is the reason I said it doesn't matter how long it is. It's because I'm just going to cut it off anyhow. I'm going to cut right up the middle, and then I'm going to go in from an angle to the middle so that you get your pennant. So you don't have to try to fold your paper, try to guess where the middle is. Go right up in the middle, cut, and then in on the side, cut, and you end up with your banner look. I'm going to take my Blackberry Bliss and sponge around the corners. I love this new color. Not just because it's purple. Well, probably. It's just so rich. I love, love, love this color. I've got some of the new Hello Honey ribbon. I'm going to fold that in half. Put it through the top of the tag so that you have a loop here. pull the top two ends through. And then don't pull too hard because you'll just rip the cardstock, but tighten that up. I'm going to fold, I've got both of the pieces of ribbon stacked together. I'm going to fold those over, and then I'm going to cut on an angle towards the center of the ribbon. And then you end up with your two little divots. So you don't have to do them separately. I've got some of the white baker's twine, and I'm just going to tie that around the head of my Hello Honey, just for an extra little something something. There. And then I'm going to even those guys up. There. Perfect. So I've got my coffee cup, I've got my tag, I've got my background already done. So now it's just a matter of assembling. So I'm going to grab some Stampin' Dimensionals for this. Oh, see my boo-boo? Ha, that's why cardstock has two sides, right? You can get the right one going if you make a mistake. And I'm going to put a fourth guy on there. I've been doing swaps for convention for pretty much a week now, different projects, and I'm finding these little guys all over the place. That and the backing of my sticky strip. They're so static clingy and they get everywhere. It's kind of funny though, when you're sweeping up and you find remnants of what you've been stamping. So I've got my background all done. I'm just going to position these where I would like them. All the backings are off on the Stampin' Dimensionals. I think I'm going to go right there and right there. And that's one of the samples that I did up for our convention display board. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you get a hang of doing the Stamp-a-ma-jig. It can be tricky sometimes, but practice, practice, practice. Get some scrap out and just practice away on the Stamp-a-ma-jig. And hopefully you'll have some fun with this new background and make some cards of your own. Happy stamping!